through my veins. Oh, this line can't be tamed. There's fire in my blood. Burn.
I think it is. Everyone's reporting no audio. Oh my god.
I've been speaking.
We have done the entirety of qualifying without no audio. Okay. Is it fixed?
Can you hear us?
Oh, we're back. Oh, I can't believe it. That is the worst. That is the worst ever thing. We've done, me and Kai, we've done commentary. Entirety of qualifying, and we just spoke it for nothing. That is so annoying. Either way.
Well, at least people don't know I don't know the corner names of Interlagos. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We're here for qualifying as Matija Dragovic up into third. He goes, and ahead of Ron Shotanos. We're throwing you guys back into the action.
Walgi now, he was 6 tenths behind a pole lap time, but this would still be a considerable improvement for him. Let's see where he will get himself across the line. Nikhil Walgi, let's see. P13. Not great, not terrible.
Yeah. It's landed him right in the midfield, as we're going to have Ide Veit, who's next across the line. Veit up into fourth. Not a bad lap from him at all, as Håkon Olsen, the Norwegian, lifts himself up into the top 10. Will Parrish then, what can the American do as he goes across the line? And it's fourth for Will Parrish. And now you can see how close we have. And what Nilsson up into 6 as well. That's going to knock Konishina out of the points. Crucially, as the championship leader is going to start P11 at best. Emil Nilsson and Will Parrish bring themselves into the top 10. Can Bagos do it as well? No, it cannot. And that means for the final qualifying session, Rodrigo Jimenez is on pole position for his home race here at Interlagos.
Well, that was one hell of a qualifying session, and I have to say I am very impressed.
Really, and this is gonna be insane. You have Dragovic, Parrish, Nilsson Shotanos, Wale Hidayat, and then Konishina just there. But we'll go through the entire grid then now. So, the starting grid for one final time in Formula 2 for 2019. Let's go through the starting grid then before lights out here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. And it is Rodrigo Jimenez who takes, I believe, a second pole position. I feel like he's had a pole before this season. Yeah, this is his second pole of the season. And accompanying him on the front row is Alex Broster. The Brit starts P2. And on the second row is Matija Dragovic, the highest placing championship contender. But he's got his fellow championship contender Will Parrish starting in fourth. Ide Veit, very, very good qualifying for him in P5 with Emil Nilsson in sixth position. Ron Shotanos starts in seventh with Jean-Francois Bilot starting in eighth position. Daniel Wale is in ninth with Adam Hidayat rounding out the points.
And then opening the bottom 10 is the championship leader Emilia Konnichina. This is crucial, and this is the driver you want to watch, because if she improves, I'd say to the top 6, I think the title might be sealed, but who knows? This is Formula 2. And joining her on the 6th row is Håkon Olsen. Good qualifying from him. Then we have Rili Sundevik in P13, joined by Aditya Bagos on row 7. Row 8 is Daniel Fraser and Nikhil Walgi, one of the final, I believe, championship contenders on the grid. Then we have Mateusz Polko and Kuben Grissom running off row 9, and then row 10 is Rosetta Martinez and Eduardo Silva.
Yeah, it's a shame to see Walgi and Silva that far down low, but enough about that. Let's get down to the racing action for one final time in Formula 2, as we have 6 lights here at Interlagos. The title will be decided today as we are underway here at Interlagos. It doesn't look to be the greatest getaway for Jimenez. Is Broster going to try and move into turn 1, and he does so into the center SS as Shotanos there in the background going side by side with Matija Dragovic, but Jimenez trying to cover off the Brit as they head out of the center SS through Curva do Sol. There's Parrish wheel to wheel with Dragovic. I said Shotanos, that is Parrish, sorry, who's trying to get himself into the podium. Might try to get Broster as well into the seat of the Lago. Goes the American on the inside. of the Campos racing cars. The two go wheel to wheel. Can Parrish do it? Yes, he can. What a start for Will Parrish, as Dragovic is going to try to go on Broster as well. Alex having to defend the outside line then as they head through Curva de la Niña. The two are going to be wheel to wheel as Broster tries to use all the track available to him then. There in the background though is Veit trying to get involved into this. Nilsson there in 5th, as I think Veit might be trying to line up a move on the Estonian here. But yeah, very good start for Will Parrish.
And there's Rodanos now making a move into the hairpin as they're about to go into the fast left-hander side by side with Below. Below defends his position. No, sorry, that's Daniel Waller. Good stuff from him at the moment. Yeah, Parrish, amazing start from the American driver in the Arden car. If he has this space and if he continues it, I think he might be the favorite to the champion, to the championship, yes.
He could be, but Parrish with an absolutely phenomenal start, as we're going to witness his teammate Chotanos on Daniel Waller. The two championship contenders going to go wheel to wheel as they head down into the Senieses. Chotanos round the outside of Daniel Wallace. The two are side by side heading out of turn 2. Chotanos gets the better exit on turn 2, but they're still going to be side by side heading down Reto Oposta. There's Hidayat in the background who might try and get involved into this little battle. The two go wheel to wheel. Chotanos just about a car length ahead, but is Waller going to be later on the brakes into the Cida do Lago? Yes, he is, and he's going to get the better track. Chotanos is forced out wide, and on the inside goes Daniel Waller, and he gets ahead. Or defends his position.
And there goes Adam Hidayat to the inside. He saw an opportunity, he nearly went for it, goes a bit wide, and this might invite Hakon Olsen to the inside, and that's it. The Damsgaard tries it, not really, doesn't manage to continue the move though. But there was some great racing between Chotanos and Waller, and the Arden car unable to go through us. There was a move, I believe, in the background between. Yeah, there we go. That's. Porco trying to get through Sundevik, unsuccessful though. Aditya Bagos now closes down the gap as Jimenez has pushed away a 1.2 second lead, and we have Parrish, Broster and Dragovic in a bit of a train.
Yeah, we've had, as Rodrigo Jimenez does the fastest lap of the race, we had a Brazilian win at the circuit a few days ago. We had Jose Lucas in Porsche Super Cup, who took the win here at Interlagos, and I have to say Jimenez building a very, very comfortable gap to Parrish in second, as Broster is going to be chasing down the American though. He is going to want to try and get past him. Is he going to try to Cida do Lago, or he stays behind the American for the time being, so Broster won't try anything just yet. There's Konichino's fallen down into 12th. There's the battle for P16 between Walji and Martinez, as Martinez on the inside line will get Nikhil Walji. Fraser's going to try it on Walji as well, as he goes for a late lunge on the inside line through Curva de la Niña, as Walji leaves the space for the Brit in the UNI Virtuosi into the braking zone of turn 8. Fraser's on the inside line into Pinheirinho, and it's going to be Walji who comes out victorious in that battle, as Fraser can't really hang on the outside line. There's Silva in 19th, who's gotten past Kuben Grissom, so he'll try and get past Daniel Fraser as well.
Yeah, but what a shame for Nikhil Walji. I mean, he's as good as out of the championship contention in the final race. I mean, it just hurts, man.
Yeah, it would hurt quite a lot for him. It's a big shame for Nikhil Walji, as we now have DRS enabled. You can see the rear wing flap on the dams of Matija Dragovic going up, as he's trying to chase down Alex Broster. Very, very big battle here for second position, as Dragovic will have DRS once again. So will Broster though, so it won't really do much, as there's Sundevik wheel to wheel with Matthias Poco once again, as the two are going to go side by side. Vargas could try and get involved into this as well, as Poco's going to go on the inside line. Sundevik having to defend the outside from the man from Brazil, as he goes on the inside, Matthias Poco, and heading out of the corner, he's got the job done on the MP Motorsport.
Good stuff from Porco there, but one thing to note, it is Will Parrish with the fastest lap at the moment, despite losing time to Jimenez. As now we can see Konichina trying to get through Olsen, but it's just not working. I don't know if it's the setup on the ART card that's botched, or maybe just the lack of pace, but it's not looking good for Emilia Konichina at the moment.
Yeah, big shame for Emilia at the moment. She was jumped by Håkon Olsen at the start, and it's kind of looking to stay that way. Well, no, who knows what could happen. We could have a very, very big change in fortunes for the championship contenders here, as Alex Broster falling back on Will Parrish a bit. He's just within the DRS range there as Nilsson chases down Dragovic for 4th place. Emil wants this championship. You can see it in him as he is within the DRS range of Matija Dragovic. Dragovic himself was falling back a bit on Alex Broster, so Nilsson is gonna waste no time here, I'm sure.
Yeah, Nilsson is closing the gap, and he will probably, in the span of what, 5 laps, I assume, attempt to move on to Matija Dragovic. As we can see, Konieczna closes in with the DRS, but doesn't make the move, and it's another lap, most likely stuck behind the dams of Hakon Olsen, as Nilsson now close to Dragovic. It's going to be a move soon. I like to say it in ACOC, it's rather when than if. At least those are my hopes. I want to see those two battle at the very least.
So here's a very fun fact. As it stands in the championship, Will Parrish will become champion. Which is very, very exciting, actually. He will, if he takes the fastest lap, he will win by 1 point from Emilia Konieczna. However, if he doesn't get the fastest lap in stage P2, he wins on countback, considering that Parrish has 1 more P2 than Konieczna.
Yeah, but at the moment, Parrish does have the fastest lap, and he's been setting fastest lap after fastest lap, so the pace is there as now. He's within the DRS range of Jimenez, so I think Will Parrish might have what it takes.
I think he could as well in his debut Formula 2 season as well. Technically not his debut, as there's Konieczna on the inside line of Håkon Olsen heading through the Cida do Lago, and out of the Cida do Lago, Konieczna gets it done, as there is Ide Weitz going a bit wide, and that's going to invite Jean-Francois below. I wonder what happened to Weitz, but I think he went a bit wide as he was trying to pursue Emil Nilsson. Either way, Weitz holds off the Frenchman for the time being as they headed to turn 10.
Good stuff. There's Walgi now on the back of Bagos trying to get through the MP Motorsport car, but it's just... Oh, actually that might be a good move here. To the inside goes the Prema car, but to no avail. At the moment, it is still the MP Motorsport car. In front of him, there is Will Parrish. The man is flying today, and he might fly through the home favourite to win after qualifying. Jimenez has to be wary of that beautiful pink Arden car that's pretty much railing him down. I mean, the gap is closing down rapidly with each lap. As there we go, they leave the Senna S's onto Reta Oposta, and the DRS flap is open on the Arden, and it might be an attempt of a move from Parrish here. No, a bit too far back, but the gap is still close enough, as there is a move. Emil Nilsson, tried it, but didn't manage to do it. That's now Eduardo Silva lining up a move on Walgi, and I mean, that's actually kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Side by side goes the driver with the Prema, and there we go. That's Walgi down to 18th place, and Fraser fancies it on the outside, doesn't get it, but I mean, he is close to doing so. So yeah, Walgi, I think, not really feeling the motivation anymore either.
Yeah, it's a shame for Walgi, because this is the first time he's properly in championship contention in the last 2 years. Will Parrish, though, I have to say, he's looking on rails today, and you can see how close he is now to the back of Rodrigo Jimenez. It is the hometown hero versus the American, as Parrish will he pull out and make a move on the inside, as no, he doesn't, so he stays behind heading into the San Esses, but this should give him quite the opportunity heading down into the Cida do Lago, as he is going to follow Jimenez through Curva do Sol. Now with DRS engaged, can Parrish do it? The Arden versus the Charus. Is he gonna try it on the inside line? There goes Will Parrish. He's having a look on Jimenez, but Rodrigo blocks him, and yeah, Parrish can't find the opportunity to get past just now. But yeah,
Jimenez and Harus with amazing defense, just sticking to his lines, but still I think he's breaking a bit later than Parrish and not locking up. So good stuff from the Brazilian, but he's definitely feeling the pressure, especially since Parrish has DRS, and that's a massive advantage in these cars.
Yeah, it really is. Parrish, I mean, as you said, Kai, always in the HUC, it's a matter of when and not if. So I think Parrish might eventually try and break through, but we don't know what Jimenez is capable of, obviously. Parrish, in the Arden, there's something about BWT Arden producing race winners. I mean, you have Shotanos, you have Parrish, you have Chereznia, you have Broster, all of those race winners with Arden throughout the years. So, yeah, it is a very successful team. As we
Needless to say, they are what Prima is in real life for the ACOC.
It really is, but we're going to witness one man trying to take the win here. Will Parrish is going to go on the inside line of Rodrigo Jimenez at 2, fighting it out for the lead. Parrish fighting for the championship as he goes on the inside line of Rodrigo Jimenez. And they're going to go wheel to wheel, heading into turn 6. He goes round the outside, and Will Parrish takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and thus takes the lead of the championship with him.
The question is, though, will Parrish keep the lead of this race? Because now Jimenez will have the DRS advantage. So it's either that Parrish now pushes himself to the limit and builds that 1 second gap, or he might suffer the consequences of making that move. But at the moment, the gap is building, the gap is getting larger and larger. So it is looking good for Will Parrish at the moment. New race leader, and it might look like he will keep that place for at least a few more laps.
Yeah, we'll see. Jimenez already dropping back, but he's still within the DRS range of Parrish, so he'll be kind of able to pull himself along here. There in third is Alex Broster, who is just about the second of Jimenez, just over now. But I don't think Rodrigo is done with Will here. As you can see, he's still in the DRS of Parrish, so Jimenez won't go down without a fight here. He's not going to try it into the seat of the Lago, I don't think. He's still going to stay. He is still going to be quite close behind here. Broster, though, is going to have to worry about Matija Dragovic in fourth, and Dragovic himself is going to have to worry about Emil Nilsson in fifth position, as both of them head through turn 6 and 7. Meanwhile, there is, you see Nilsson so close to the back of Dragovic at the moment. He tried it a few laps earlier, but he's just kind of stayed behind, played patient behind the Serbian, and he's held in the Weitz at bay there in P6 as well. Though I think there might be a bit of a train from him behind Alex Broster, considering that he has quite the gap to Jimenez, so I feel like the faster guys behind are kind of bunching up behind him. Who knows? I don't really know. Either way, what I do know is that Rodrigo Jimenez has fallen just about over a second to Will Parrish, so he isn't gonna get the DRS heading down the start-finish straight, and that is good news for Will Parrish.
Yes, here we go. As you said, drivers are bunching up behind Broster. It's a train from Dragovic to Hidayat, so pretty much from 3rd to 10th is this little DRS train following the Campos car. So I'd say in the next few laps we'll see that pack get closer and closer, more cars joining it, as there is Sundevik trying to get onto Olsen, but unsuccessful attempt from the MP Motorsport driver.
Yeah, Olsen is kind of falling back now, because he was running in P11 a few laps ago and challenging for P10, so I feel like the pace has kind of dropped for the Dams. Not his teammate though, Matija Dragovic, still hanging on the force, trying to secure that position, the podium position. We'll see how this goes though. At the moment, Will Parrish would be champion by about 7 points from Emilia Konnichiwa.
And that would be actually that would be respectable, considering Konnichiwa had that gap over over who? Oh my god. I have a spreadsheet open literally in front of me and I can't read it. Over Shotanos. So it would be quite a feat from Parrish, as we're still following the Broster train.
Yeah, we'll see what can come out of this. Dragovic just isn't able to punch his way past Alex Broster. He just isn't getting close enough, and just can't. He just isn't able to get past him, and this is going to be crucial. This is for the championship.
This is for the championship, and I mean, even if you don't win, you still want to be on the podium, right? And this is what the likes of Dragovic and Nilsson should fight for. As there we go, Sundevik gets past Orson, so the Damska starting to fall down the order a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, nice move from really Sundevik there. We're gonna go back to this little train. As you have Broster there. It's not even that much of a train, to be honest. Broster is still within range of Rodrigo Jimenez. He's within DRS range of Jimenez now. So I feel like these guys are gonna catch up to Jimenez and just kind of be stuck behind him. And that's not good news for the drivers who want to catch Will Parrish, because Parrish is absolutely pulling away. I think this is honestly one of the most insane drives we've seen in Formula 2.
There you go, drivers are crossing line. Koniushina improves now, sets her fastest lap, and is within the DRS range of Hidayat. Joins this whole train behind Broster, so maybe it's not over for Emilia yet. Maybe there is still a glimmer of hope shining through onto that ART car, because well, despite being in the DRS train, this still gives opportunities.
Yes, it is gonna. Yeah, it could benefit Koniushina. It couldn't. Who knows? As we're gonna have Martinez having a look on the outside of Aditya Bagus, but Martinez stays behind. It's been kind of compromised on exit there. That could allow Eduardo Silva to creep up a bit. As Broster is now caught up to Jimenez. So yeah, we'll see if Broster himself could try and take P2 away from the Brazilian.
Yes, Jimenez has as Jimenez has lost a lot of time, fell back nearly 2 seconds behind Will Parrish. That's not optimal for him, as he will be the main victim of attacks now, as Broster has DRS, can pull away from Dragovic, and on top of that, oh, voice crack, sorry, he might get that P2, as you said. So I'd say Jimenez starts to push himself a bit more, starts pumping out better laps, because it is not looking good for him and for anyone else behind him, because this is, as I said, Broster has DRS, he's pulling away from Dragovic, so the whole train behind Dragovic is going to lose out on pace.
Yeah, it is. It is quite complicated to see how this is gonna work out. But Broster, you see, got very, very close there through heading into Reto Posta, but he just couldn't make the move into the Assetto del Lago, so he's gonna have to stay behind, play patient there, and just wait until he finds the opportunity to try it. Silva, I think, was having a look on Martinez for P16, but he wasn't able to get past the Filipino in 16th position. As you have Adam Hidayat currently in P10. He's actually chasing down Roman Chotanos at the moment, and he's got Emilia Koniushina for company in P11. As we're now going to head down the start-finish straight. Broster about 4/10 off Jimenez at the moment with DRS then. Let's see if Broster can do anything heading into the first corner, as he is going to be in the slipstream of Jimenez, and he is going to have a look.
He thought about it, but he gets covered off. I don't think sending it into turn 1 is the good idea. I mean, you're better off going to the outside, because then you're following the racing line. So sending it after Reto Posta is the better idea, in my opinion. And it's good that Alex Broster didn't go for it, paradoxically.
Yeah, as they head into the Assetto del Lago, Broster went a bit wide. I don't know if it was going wide or him trying to adjust his line. Either way, he's lost a tiny amount of time to Jimenez, but it's nothing that he won't be able to make up in the rest of the lap. As you have Walji, who was looking to try the move on Silva. These two have been dueling quite a bit. As you're gonna have Fraser having a look on the inside of Walji, and he is gonna go for it on the kid Walji. It's a two-go wheel-to-wheel. Fraser's gonna try to slip past on the inside line though. Walji tries to hold on the outside. He's gonna have the inside line now as they switch lines here. And I think it is Nikhil Walji defends from Daniel Fraser. So Fraser has been wanting to try it on Walji for quite a bit, but just hasn't been able to get past him. And Silva and Walji going at it as well. It's a shame to see them fighting this far down.
Yeah, I agree. It's disheartening, really, but You know, it happens, it's racing. Speaking of racing, Broster is not finishing his push for Jimenez. He's pretty close as they enter the Aposta once again. He will have the DRS and a very good opportunity at getting that P2 for himself and away from the home hero, but not close enough this lap. The clock is... the time is running out for Broster. So, I'm not sure if he wants to wait that long to make a move.
Yeah, we will see what happens to Alex Broster. As you said, time is running out, so he's gonna have to make a move very, very quickly. And Jimenez is just losing even more time to Will Parrish, so I think I can safely say Parrish is gonna win this race unless Broster starts getting ungodly amounts of pace out of nowhere. Well, we don't know. It could happen, who knows? As Broster is gonna be within DRS range, and he is gonna try to get Rodrigo Jimenez here as we're gonna head down the start-finish straight. And no, he doesn't try it into the center S, but Jimenez goes wide. Look at that. And Broster saw the opportunity, but he wasn't able to go for it, and he kind of had to. He lost time out of the exit there as he was dueling with Jimenez, and I don't know if he's going to be able to try it. He does have a look into the Ciudad do Lago, but Jimenez stays where he is, so he's going to stay in second. Could we get the replay on that?
There was a big mistake from Jimenez. I don't know if he just felt the pressure that Broster was putting on him and he locked up, but that... Dearie me.
Yeah, Rodrigo got very, very lucky there that he was still able to keep ahead of Broster, which I have to say is still very good defensive work from Jimenez. And just into turn one, and wow, look at that. Just completely locks the tires. And, you know, it was completely sliding into turn one. I have no idea how he was able to defend that. But Alex was just not able to make the move.
As we now move back to the live racing, Broster, I think he's a bit frustrated that he didn't use that opportunity fully, right? So I think the anger might fuel him a bit more as they enter another lap, as they're about to enter Sector 3 and start lap 18.
Yeah, I think Alex will be kind of beating himself up over that, but as he said, he'll be driving that car out of anger to try and get past Rodrigo Jimenez here for second place in this race. Obviously, he's not in the championship contention, but he is still... he still wants to end off the season on a high, as here he goes on Jimenez on the inside into the center S. Is this gonna work then? As they head into turn 2, Jimenez gets the cutback on Broster as they head into Curva do Sol.
Look at Dragovic, yeah, I was about to say he's gonna go to the inside of Metal Post, and this is what I meant. You don't want to go to the inside of turn 1. Broster made a mistake, and now Dragovic to the inside, and the Dams car is pretty much through now into the left hand. There we go, the Dams car is up at the P3 once again. Another championship contender moving through, and there's Emil Nilsson thinking about making a move, unable to do so, and there is Ida Weitz to the inside. I thought that Below might go for it as well, but Nilsson now defends from the Carlin car, so the Estonian stays in 5th. But what a move from Dragovic. Wait, never mind. Yeah, Dragovic got Broster. Sorry, I got confused for a second. My eyes deceiving me.
I have to say, that was wonderful stuff from Matija Dragovic, and you know, he could bring himself into championship contention with this, because you think about it, it is 7 points between finishing first and second without fastest lap. Well, Parrish does have the fastest lap, so it's 8 points.
And there goes Dragovic to the inside, and is that... Hold on. This means Dragovic will be tied on points with Konieczna, but Dragovic does not go through. As I said, the inside line not the best, but he will have DRS. He might attack again, but there is Alex Broster in his mirrors, gets a phenomenal run, out of the first 3 corners, and there is Alex Broster in his Campus back into the podium positions, gets a bit of a slide, massive moment for the Campus car, but I think he still might have the better line side by side into the uphill right-hander. It is going to be Alex Broster taking P3 away. No, he's not going to be. That's still going to be side by side into the twisty bits, entering the infield section, and it is going to be Alex Broster in front of Dragovic. He lost it all.
Bravo, Alex. That was beautiful move making from Alex Broster. And yeah, he had a massive slide ending out of the Cina do Lago. And he held that and still was able to make the move. That was beautiful stuff from Alex Broster. And yeah, as you said, Kai, that's why you don't want to challenge on the inside, because that ruins your line hanging out of turn 2 and into the Retta Opposta. And with DRS, that could be absolutely dangerous. And Broster, he's proved it here. But now with 3 left to go, it's slipping away from Matija Dragovic. It looked to be in the hands of the Serbian. But now I think it's gone back to advantage Parish.
And that's massive for the championship fight, as Dragovic not even able to catch back up to Broster, as Broster has the DRS on Jimenez with 4 laps to go. Well, 3.5. Parish has a 4.5 second gap over the rest over this pack, so I think a miracle would need to happen for Will to lose this championship in a moment.
And considering where did he start? He started 4th, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Will Parish started 4th, and he made all those moves up at the first, and now he's pulling away by 5 seconds. This is really a driver of champions, I have to say that.
It is impressive. It is. This is the race that really solidifies him as champion. But there we go, Alex Broster in the slipstream. Soon we'll have DRS onto Jimenez into turn 1. He might send it, but again, it would have to be the outside line, which he is lining himself up for. But Jimenez defends that, uses it to his advantage, and puts Broster at a disadvantage, and that's a massive one. There we go, compromised line. Dragovic instantly catches back up. There is Nielsen in the background as well, probably thinking of joining this pack. Dragovic now gets a very good run. Emil Nilsson in the background as well, might get a good run onto the Campos car, but there it is. Matija Dragovic to the inside, and should be an easy move. This is going to be side by side. We've seen this done quite a few times this race. He's through, and he closes the door. That's the deal done there. As that's now Emil Nilsson to the inside. That's not what you really want to do. That's going to send him wide and invite Iddevites once again to the inside of the Univirtuosi racing team. But Nilsson is able to defend, send the Carlin of Vites a bit wide. Good stuff from all these drivers today. It's fantastic racing, and to keep it clean, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, it really is. Iddevites though, one thing I really do notice about his driving style is that he is always the driver to stay behind, and then when he maybe senses the opportunity, he goes for it. Like, he isn't the one that just straight jumps into a battle. Best example of this was the 2017 Belgian Grand Prix, where he went from P6 to, I believe, P3, because didn't jump into the battle directly. But we're gonna have Matija Dragovic jump into a battle here with Rodrigo Jimenez as he goes on the outside, and as you said, Kai, that's gonna compromise his line. Here comes Alex Broster, as he is gonna try it on Matija Dragovic, I am sure. Or does he? I don't know.
No, he doesn't. He was a bit too far back. He didn't get the exit that Dragovic got a lap ago, but there we go. There it is. This is a slight mistake from Dragovic, but Broster doesn't use it. Nilsson might do so, though.
Yeah, it could, or maybe not. Either Vice is having a look on the inside line of Emil Nilsson. Is he finally going to be able to slip past as he goes on the inside line of the Estonian? It's the Carlin versus the UNI Virtuosius. He's going to go on the outside. I think Nilsson is going to have this, though, and he does. So that is Vites in 6. He's gone a bit wide, though. That could maybe invite below to the battle, but the Frenchman stays behind for the time being.
Yeah, good defending from those, as there is Dragovic now. I think this is it for Jimenez. I mean, even if Dragovic makes a mistake of sending it to the inside, Broster's not close enough in my opinion. So there we go. The leader now starts the final lap. Parish 7.3 seconds in the lead. That's massive. As there is Dragovic to the inside. And does he complete the move? No, he doesn't. Jimenez tries to hang it on the outside. They're still going to be side by side, and it is going to be Jimenez once again for a better line. But I don't think it will have the no, never mind. It does have the effect it's meant to have, as there is Broster to the inside of Dragovic. He's going to try and get this glory podium for himself in the Campos car, side by side. Once again, these two have been battling it out in the last few laps for quite some time, and it is once again Alex Broster in front of the Serbian driver. Fantastic stuff.
Really, really is, and that is, that is gonna guarantee the podium for him. As Jean-François Bilot tries a late move on Ide Weitz, as the Swede and the Frenchman go wheel to wheel. Weitz on the inside line as Bilot tries to move on the outside line, heading into Bico de Pato, though it's Weitz on the outside, as Bilot is gonna go on the inside. Weitz get the cutback though on Jean-François Bilot as they now head through the left-hander, but he's gonna dip a wheel into the grass there. But coming round the final corner to win the race, just like Tomas Mandic in 2017, Will Parrish wins in the... Oh my god. Will Parrish wins the Brazilian Grand Prix to become champion of 2019. And he has done it in style, ladies and gentlemen. Will Parrish becomes your 2019 Formula 2 champion. Wow! That is it for Formula 2.
I can imagine the fans asking him, will you win, will you win, and will win? As he wins the race, wins the championship. Congratulations to the American. That was one hell of a drive. I mean, to finish nearly 10 seconds in front of your competition, I think that's insane.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful from Will Parrish, and he's done a fantastic job there. I have to say, just really well done from him, and what a win it was as well. 25 points to his name. That will give him the title by 7 points ahead of Emilia Konechina, if my calculations are correct. But yeah, what a season, and Will Parrish rightfully earns the title of 2019 champion of Formula 2. But going through the final classifications then, it is Will Parrish, your new race winner and champion here in Formula 2. He wins the final round to take the championship, just like Tomas Mandic did it in 2017. And then we have Rodrigo Jimenez in P2, followed by Alex Broster rounding out the podium in third. Jimenez gets an extra point, obviously, considering that he got the fast lap of the race. Matija Dragovic finishes fourth after a very, very long battle with Broster and Jimenez. Nilsson finishes fifth with Ide Weitz, a pretty good P6 to end off what has been a very mediocre season for the Swede. Jean-François Bilot finishes seventh with Daniel Wale in eighth, and we have Ron Chotanos in ninth with Adam Hidayat in 10th.
Right, and then we have, sorry, I had a bit of a freeze. Then we have Mateus Puoco, Emilia Konechina in 12th. In 13th is Rudi Sundevik, and then in 14th we have Håkan Olsen. 15th is Bargos, followed by Martinez in 16th. Then we have Silva in 17th. Walji, man, what a shame. I mean, I just feel for him. I feel bad for him. In 18th. Fraser in 19th, and Grissom in 20th.
Yes, so that I have to say that was one hell of a season finale. I mean, never did we know who was gonna win it, and eventually Will Parrish just pushed through to take it, and I think that was probably one of the greatest drives in Formula 2 history. Really, really fantastic from Parrish there, and he now adds his list to the likes of Jafari Blackwood and Tomas Mandic as the 2019 Formula 2 champion. Really, really well done from Parrish and everyone who's been in the championship fight throughout the entirety of the season. What a season it has been of Formula 2. Really, really fantastic. We've had highs, we've had lows, we've had everything, and last but certainly not least, we've had so much action. up and down the order. But yeah, I think it is time to give out driver of the day. And oh, come on. Who can I give it to other than Will Parrish? That was beautiful. Really, really beautiful drive. And, you know, he drove that car in anger to the win today and to secure the title as well in such a fashion. Fantastic. Really fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. I don't think I gave it to anyone else. He just did what must have been done, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, he was on a completely another level than everyone else today here at Interlagos. But yeah, that has been it for Formula 2 this season. Thank you so much for joining us for this very, very exciting season of Formula 2. Will Parrish, your newly crowned F2 champion. We send our congratulations to him as well. But yeah, that has been it. We will see you for Formula 1 tomorrow as the final race of 2019, the Formula 1 Brazilian Grand Prix. The fight for two between Jesper Johansson and Dennis Groff will take place at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. But yeah, I've been Miran Evji.
And I've been Kai.
Yeah. And we will see you for the season finale, the final race of 2019, tomorrow for Formula 1. Make sure to not miss that. Until then, yeah, take care. And
yeah,
goodbye.
see you in the next one, and bye-bye.